Should have some baby music.
Baby music. Wah.
You're on, even though it doesn't say it. Guaranteed. All right. Let's take that down. Come on. Oh, it's being difficult today.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I see that.
Everybody just hold on a second. There we go. All right. Record this. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the latest edition of Three Men in a Bottle. Of course, co-hosted by Randall J. Bird, the spirits medium to the gods. And of course, John Hendricks is here, who's known by his alias or his AKA, also known as Frisky Whiskey Online. And on the radio show, Johnny on the Spot.
We're trying to get the bottle swaddler.
The bottle swaddler.
Add that to my list.
And I am Ryan Maloney, host of It's the Liquor Talking also. But we're here today to do Three Men in a Bottle. We've been doing these little bit of a series for us. We taste the whiskey the same way each time. We're using these type of glasses. We can only take 2 sips before we tell you about the whiskey. After we do that, we can, of course, we can dive in deeper. But that's sort of the premise of that. And John is going to present what our whiskey for today is.
And I just poured these beautiful things, and we'll get to those in a second.
Okay.
Let them
So it's been opened up.
Let them breathe a little.
Are all your babies beautiful?
Yes, they are. As a matter of fact, we'll let this breathe a little
just be
too.
like that.
He won't let it go.
Today,
Just won't let it go.
today I have
All right.
Glenmorangie 12-year-old Palo Cortado cask from their small batch cask finishing series.
The limited series, yeah.
Limited series, right?
So I mean, they do a lot of cast finishes anyways as a regular basis, but they do these smaller runs of limited edition cast finishes, and then of course
so they have a core brand, several ones
Core
that they do, the La Santa, the Quinta Ruban, that are port or sherry. And then beyond that, they're going to have these special edition ones, the little schmancier bottle.
Yep.
And this one, they've got a crazy cask.
Yeah,
not typical.
Palo Cortado. So what I found from doing some of the research is that the Palo Cortado is the rarest variety of sherry. It was created by chance when the protective floor yeast does not form on the sherry, which was intended to become Amontillado.
Okay. I sort of smelled like sort of that nuttiness on the nose anyways.
And apparently they only used a handful of casks, whatever that means.
Well, I'm assuming that they're bigger. They're only doing a limited run. I'm assuming that they're bigger cast types. So they're going to fill those up. All right. Let's try this. You guys go ahead. I'm going to do mine.
Yeah.
And this is
so I took a nose of it. It really has a very aromatic, almost like kind of sweet fruits kind of note on the nose. I think that a lot of people hear Glenmorangie and they think orange for some reason.
Yes.
Or
giraffes.
Or giraffes, yes. No giraffes were harmed in the making of this.
I think.
But of course, referring to their extraordinarily tall stills. Yeah,
right.
That's their spirit animal.
Hear Glenmorangie, besides the giraffe and all the, I think chameleon whiskey.
Yeah,
that's what usually the first thing that comes to mind when I think Glenmorangie, because even in their core range, they have a variety of different casks.
All right, Randall, would you want to go first on this one?
Yeah, I mean, their core brand is pretty delicious, but relatively standard kind of neutral taste. So I think that when you're talking about the chameleon whiskey, it does really support a lot of different finishes. It's a lighter, more delicate floral, and so the cask finishes really kind of put a little bit of their unique spin on it. This one is still maintaining some of that light quality, but there's a depth of flavor that I think is a little bit more exceptional. And I'm enjoying it. I took my second sip already. The first one just kind of set the palate. Second one to really kind of dive into the taste. I wouldn't say it has the longest finish I've ever had in a whiskey. It kind of tingles on the tongue for a few seconds and then is not that long warming follow through that you sometimes get.
What's the ABV on this, Johnny?
46% ABV.
Okay, so
but delightful. It's light. If you're not into peat, and you like a different style of a single malt, I think this would be an easy gift that would be very easy to recommend for people.
All right, Johnny, what do you think?
Yeah, I would say I'm definitely a big fan of this as well. And I would totally agree with that finish, right? So like I'm getting a very dry finish, a very nutty finish, but still some of that fruit forward when it delivers on the palate. So a little bit of apricot. But still the core Glenmorangie, I think, is still there. Those honey notes. But yeah, just a beautiful whiskey.
They're starting off with bourbon casks on this too, ex bourbon casks.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah. So on the nose, I get that nuttiness. Follows through, definitely follows through on that. Getting those dry tones, getting some, like you said, some stone fruit in there too. Not a long finish, like Randall said too. What I love about Glenmorangie in general is those tall stills producing such this lighter style whiskey. And and they're not going to like that I do this, but I always like almost hearken this to like a triple distillation or an Irish whiskey, because they have it's that lightness. And I think that picks up when especially when they're finishing stuff, it allows the finished product, the finishing barrel to really shine through.
Absolutely.
This one I think works harmoniously with the barrel and the distillate work great together. I think this is sort of an unsung. I don't remember there being a lot of hoopla around this one and everybody going crazy. And I think it's just it's a stunning, nice.
I agree.
Whiskey.
Very pleasant, very nice. I would go one step further and say it's almost like dried apricot, dried mango, some slight.
There's some great tropical in there.
Fruit notes, but I think one of the things that makes it difficult for them to really get behind it, promote it, or a lot of the other people to grab it and run with it is that the type of cask that it's finished in is not well known. You had the Amburana cask, which everybody knew, and the big notes were right there. But this is, how do you talk about this? And I've already forgotten the name of it. I want to call it the Acuna Matata cask.
Palo Cortado.
Palo Cortado,
like a name, and then
Palo Cortado.
Yeah. So I think you can still, like if you look around, you can still find these out in the wild. I don't think they're not hugely sought after, but that's like one of those nice little shelf stems that's sitting on the shelf that you can pick up and you can really enjoy it.
But when it's gone, it will be gone because this is a limited series.
Edition.
It's not their production run of this.
Buy. I'm taking you guys are all saying buy. Or leave on the shelf.
I will buy a second for as a replacement.
Okay.
And a gift. I mean, this is all somebody who likes a lighter style whiskey, especially Glenmorangie or any of the Highland whiskeys from Scotland, and they're looking for a gift idea. This would be a no-brainer.
Okay. 3 buys from us, from 3 Men in a Bottle. Thanks for joining us this Saturday. And please keep an eye on this. You can also find us on It's the Liquor Talking wherever you get your podcast if you want to listen to that. And I hope you're enjoying this sort of series that we're doing. Thank you very much. See ya.
Now can I finish it?
Yes, now you can finish it.